Hello everyone, welcome back. Severed is here, coming back with part 10 of What If Deku Was an Earthbender. Now, where we last left off, Izuku and Bakugo were in such a... let's say at least they were destroying anything they see. Literally, they kinda destroyed the whole forest of the Wild Pussycat. I can't even consider it forest anymore, it's more like a desert. Anyways, after, of course, Bakugo find out about Izuku's secret being still a quirkless kid, but in some weird way having some sort of an earthbender's ability after he managed to take a look on his book of the earthbenders that he always carrying with him, just learning more tricks and how to do things right and things like that. And don't forget like, subscribe, and let's continue. After Izuku and everyone go inside and start eating their dinner, of course, Kyota's still sitting by Izuku's side talking with him while Bakugo is kinda, sitting a little bit away, looking at Izuku, still wondering how the hell he's able to control the earth without even a quirk. As after that, Kyota said, yeah, and how you punch that person in his face and throw a big rock on him and just capture him. Or this time when you in some weird way managed to get the hold of the bullet in the middle of the air. It was really cool. How did you manage to do that? As Izuku said, oh, that was just my metal bending ability, or metal control. I can kinda take control over anything that's kinda, from the earth, stone, metal, lava, and other things. Maybe sand. Actually, after thinking about it, I never tried with sand. Wait a second, as Izuku just leave the place and said, Mr. Aizawa, I'm gonna get out and start training a little bit. Well, do whatever you want. As Izuku just get out and gone into a little bit far away from the training camp or from the place. Everyone start enjoying the hot springs, the girls and the boys, while Bakugo is of course being told by Kirishima to come into the water and just enjoy, but Bakugo said, I want to see where Deku has gone. What are you gonna do, Bakugo? I mean, can't you leave Midoriya alone? Shut up, red face. It's fucking Earth Kid. Or Stonehead. Kirishima, and if you doesn't understand yet, I'm gonna search for him and see what the fuck is he doing right now. As Baku just left the place and said, Aizawa, I'm leaving. He's going to train with Deku. As Aizawa kinda a little bit not okay with this idea because he's saw half of the forest being destroyed just because of Bakugo and Izuku being left alone. But anyways, he's too tired to care, so he just told him yes. In the end, Bakugo starts walking into the forest as he hears a sound saying 2568, 2569, 2570 as Bakugo follow the voice as he find Izuku doing some push-ups with one hand on the ground and such a ginormous rock on his back as Bakugo's kinda shocked. This rock is literally is like putting 10 All Mights on your back, as Bakugo said, what the hell, Deku? As Izuku looking on his right, he see Bakugo as he said, oh, Bakugo, and after that he just pushed the rock off of his back and said, what do you want? Do you want to talk about the earthbending thing? As Bakugo said, I was about to talk about this, but how the hell are you even able to put this on your back? As Izuku said, oh, you mean this? It's just a rock, it's not really a big deal. Master normally putting much more bigger rocks than this on my back, but, I kinda needed some training to keep my muscles. What the fuck is he doing? And how the hell he's able to put this fucking thing on his... Anyways, listen, I want to talk about the fucking earthbending thing. As Izuku said, I expected that you were gonna do that, so I called someone. As after that, from the shadows Kyoshi come as she said, "Well, Katsuki Bakugo, it's nice to meet you." Again, as Bakugo seeing Kyoshi and said, You are the sensei or whatever, huh? Are you the one that teaches him about the earth things?" "Yes, I'm the one that taught him that. But I saw that you have finally were able to find the truth. I was expecting at some point of the time you will finally be able to know the secret of Izuku, but I really wish that you will never gonna know. But anyways, I want to tell you one thing, Katsuki Bakugo. If you ever told anyone, I'll have to kill you." "Yeah, like hell you will be able to. What what do you think you are?" As Kiyoshi said, "I don't think you quite understand what you are right now in Katsuki Bakugo." As she closed her eyes and after that she opened them up, revealing that her eyes are basically glowing white. Izuku and Bakugo seeing this, Izuku said, "I never saw she's doing... What the hell? When did he... Sensei, what are you doing?" As Kiyoshi coming closer into Bakugo while Bakugo is kinda scared. He see her eyes are basically full white glowing. As she, coming closer to him and said, "I can literally rip out your lungs whenever I feel like it, Katsuki Bakugo. So, you better keep your mouth shut, or I'm gonna have to shut it for you." As Bakugo said, "Whatever." As Kiyoshi said, "Alright. Well, since you already know the truth, I shall explain what left from the truth from the story to you." And after that, she continued explaining everything about the earthbenders and blah blah blah. She didn't told him about the other three natures or nations because Bakugo has only learned about the earthbenders, so why tell him more information? Try to tell him at least as possible of information. In the end, Bakugo said, "So, you telling me is Deku right now learning some sort of an old kind of ability that giving him the power to control Earth on his will, and you are able to control it too, right?" "Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So, now, do you have any questions?" As Bakugo said, "Can I do this too?" "Well, I expected this question, but no. Izuku have something special in him. He have like a lots of, how can I say it? His bloodline coming from an old earthbenders that are coming from such a long time, even before the time begins, or something like that. I myself don't really know how Izuku was able to control Earth. But anyways, do you have any other questions?" As Buck said, "Of course, he has something special in him." "Well, I don't have anything else. I'm going back." As Izuku said, "Hey, don't you want to train a little bit?" "Why? Why do you want me to train with you? I doesn't want to train." "Oh, really? You don't want to train? Wow, I didn't expect that." "Bakugo, I just want to tell you that please keep this a secret, and maybe I am strong, but I still look at you as my rival. One day, I'm sure that you will be able to defeat me." "What are you talking about? Of course I'm gonna blow your face off! One day, just remember this, one day I'm gonna come back here, and one day me and you will gonna fight and I will gonna become the number one hero. Dumbass, just keep this in your mind, Deku." As Izuku smiled and said, "Well, let's see if you will be able to break my stones, Katsuki." As Bakugo just smashed his head into Izuku's head and they just smiling at each other while Kyoshi sitting in her saying in her mind, "Well, I really don't... I think I done a very big mistake by making them friends. Or at least rivals." Anyways, as she said, "Anyways, Izuku, I'm gonna leave." As Izuku said, alright, sensei. See you around." As he just bow and Kyoshi go into the shadows. As Buck said, "So, I'm gonna go back. Do you want to go and enjoy the hot springs or something like that. As Izuku said, hot springs? Oh yeah, I really want to enjoy the water. You know, playing with the dirt all the time, as you called it, is really making my body so dirty. I can understand that. I need always to fucking be always, just wet all the time because my explosion, and you know how this work is really kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of fucking gross. Eh, yeah, it's kind of is. But after that, Izuku and Baku just talking in the way while Aizawa's, looking outside of the camp saying, "Where's those two kids gone?" And after that, he just see Izuku and Bakugo walking out of the forest as Izuku said, "No, I need to use my lava bending, and I need to keep my legs on the ground because it's the strongest point of the earthbenders. More the time close to the ground, more the time stronger." Huh. Oh, alright, I understand. Well, maybe later. As, Aizawa said, "What are you both doing?" As Izuku said, "Oh, Mr. Aizawa, we were just talking." "Yeah, we were just talking. Anyways, I'm gonna go." As Bakugo just go inside, and Aizawa said, he didn't said fucking thing or just swear. Are you both on good terms, on good terms now? Yeah, I kinda will gonna say that we are kind of on a good terms. Not truly a friends, but on a good terms. Anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy the hot springs. And after that, Izuku Bakugo go and enjoy the hot springs. After that, in the next day, Izuku and Bakugo start going on their training while Aizawa told, to throw Izuku into Tiger to train him, as Tiger said, "Now, kid, I want you to show me your plus ultra, understand? Do 100 push-ups." As Izuku start chuckling to himself, like, "Just 100? Are you serious?" Oh man, you're so funny. As Tiger coming closer and start doing some intimidating, saying, "Am I saying something funny to you?" As Izuku smiling at him, not intimidating by his, look on his face, saying, "Yeah, only 100. Last night I did like 3,000. Or maybe, I remember 2,570 push-ups. Can you defeat me?" As Tiger said, "Huh, I can defeat you on push-ups at any time, kid." As Izuku said, "Alright, then how about a challenge?" As after that, Izuku putting a big rock on his back. It's like a normal size, in a size of All Might, you can say. As Tiger put the same rock on his back and they start doing the challenge. A couple of minutes go while Baku is just doing his normal training, trying to make his explosion as strong as possible, and in the end, Izuku and everyone else done from their training. As in the night, they start going into like a courage exam or something like that, a courage challenge or whatever. As ever, the Wild Pussycat or Mandalay said, "Well, every two will gonna be together in a team. Alright, now the names will be as, of course, everyone getting into a team while Izuku being alone." And after that, Kota coming closer and said, "Can I go with Izuku? Meh, what's his, Ante?" As Mandalay said, "Are you sure of this, Kota?" "Yeah, please, I want to go with Midoriya." As Izuku said, "Alright, I don't have a problem with that. We'll be a great team, huh? Earth and water." As they just bump fists together, and Mandela said, "Alright." After that, Izuku having Kota on his back, they just walking and walking as they got, some of the class 1B tried to scare them a couple of times, but everyone just failed to do that because Izuku literally feeling them around of him, using his little earth senses. As Kota said, "You're really good at this, big Izuku." As Izuku said, "Yeah, I can feel them, When they put their legs on the ground, they basically inside my domain. I can feel everyone around of me, Kota." As Kota said, "Really? Can you feel everyone around you? Around of you?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, I can." Wait a second, I feel something weird. As Izuku starts focusing, he feel and start hearing a voice saying, "Alright, everyone, just fucking go. Toga, get us some blood and twice make a clone of me and send it into their training camp. Mustard, try throw your weird gas. Alright, Dobby." As after that, Izuku said, "Kota, go back into your ante, now." As Kota said, "What? What's happening? The villains are attacking us, Kota. Go warn everyone." And after that, Izuku putting Kota on a little platform and starting levitating the platform into the camp. As Kota just telling Aizawa and the others because Izuku has made the platform so fast. And after that, Izuku start feeling where those people are and said, "Alright, they are 1, 2, 3, 4. I kinda They are a couple of people, but they are just talking so much and hitting the ground with their legs too much. I can't really know how much they are. Anyways, they are coming from there." As after that, Izuku using a new technique that he learned from his sensei, which is Earth Shark. Basically, he bury himself under the ground like a shark under the water and start attacking from under the ground. As Izuku just absorbed himself into the ground or open a hole inside the ground. As he start walking inside the tunnel, and immediately after that, we cut into Dobby as he said, "Come on, Twice, just make another clone of me." Where is that? Can you remind me again what's that fucking Shigaraki told us to do? Yes, of course, Dobby. Hell no. He told us to get 2 students, Katsuki Bakugo and Izuku Midoriya, I believe. It will be such an easy mission. I'm really scared of them. Just stop talking like this, please. And after that, Dobby feeling the ground start shaking as after that he said, "Jump!" As Dobby just jumped into the left and Twice jump into the right. As after that, Izuku just come out of the ground, smashing up in the air. As he right now, after making a pillar from the ground, pushing him up in the air right now, he's in the middle of the air. As Dobby taking this chance, immediately throw fire at Izuku. Izuku, before the fire hit him, he immediately make another, taking a wall out of the ground, throwing it in front of him as fast as possible, blocking the flames, as he just fall on the ground. And right now in front of him is Dabi and Twice, as Twice said, "This is Izuku Midoriya. The Shigaraki told us to take him alive. Let's take him dead." As Izuku said, "So, the League of Villains, I believe you didn't introduce yourself. I believe your name Dabi and you are Twice. The Flame Kid and the double ganger, I believe, huh?" As Dabi said, "You're annoying. And you are Izuku Midoriya, right?" "Well, I don't see anyone else here with a green hair and a green eyes can control Earth. But Earth is not the only thing that I can control." As Izuku smiled, and after that, he smashed into his leg into the ground. As Dabi and Twice start feeling the ground shaking under their legs, and the ground start to turn into lava as Dabi said, "Shit!" And after that, he just told Twice to run. Immediately after that, a wave of lava coming out of the ground in the place that Dabi and Twice used to be standing in. And after that, Twice looking back, he see the lava just glowing with the red, and Izuku's just smiling in the middle of the sea of lava. As Dabi said, "You're looking much like a villain for me, kid." As Izuku said, "Oh, really? I'm just trying to, intimidating you. Does it work?" As Dabi said, "It's kinda work, but I'm not done that easily." As Dabi immediately throwing his cremation on Izuku. Izuku making a wall of stone in front of him. Twice coming from behind and said, "You're dead. Yeah, I'm gonna take you alive." As after that, he go and kick Izuku in his face, throwing him away. Izuku making a wall of stone in behind of his back, capturing himself before he fly away. After that, Dabi taking this chance and immediately throw more cremation at Izuku. Izuku, while his hand on the ground, immediately making a crack in the ground and raising the lava from the ground. And after that, turning the lava into an obsidian wall because he see that Dabi flames are much more hotter than normal, so he will gonna have to go into the kinda all out. As Dabi said, obsidian, huh? Well, I can't really burn that, damn it. As Izuku said, what? Are you sad that your flame's not able to break through my walls? Come on, show me what you can do. Right now you are inside my domain, Dabi. You can't run away. I'm controlling everything around of you. As after that the ground starts to shake as Dabi said, man, well, maybe you're controlling the ground, but can you control the sky? And after that, Dabi immediately told Twice to push him up in the air, as Twice, just pushing Dabi, throwing him up in the air. And immediately after that, Dabi said, Fire Fist Flash! As he go down at Izuku, going to touch him. Izuku making a wall of obsidian in front of him. Dabi putting his hand on the wall as the fire just... He raising the heat even higher and higher, making the obsidian melting away. As after that, he just jumped behind because this will gonna hurt him more than he expected. If he kept his hand on the obsidian, he will just gonna turn the obsidian back into lava, which will gonna burn him too. So it's a kind of a lost cause. As Izuku said, shh. Well, I can't feel the heat from here. Well, you kinda know your tricks, Dabi. You too. Hey, kid, what's even your quirk? As Izuku said, and who said that should I tell you or not? Maybe you should tell me your quirk first, as Dabi said. Well, if you want to know, my quirk is chromation. I can basically shoot blue flames. Is that enough for you? So, how about you explain yours? As Izuku said, well, you told me, so I'm gonna tell you. Earth control. I can control all kind of earth in all forms like metal, lava, and a couple other of things, as Dabi said. And when you mean couple other things, what are you meaning by this? As Izuku said, I mean something like this. As Dabi tried to move his legs, but he can't. As he looking down, he see his legs covered with stone, and he just being sucked into the ground by like a moving sand, or you know how sometime just a moving sand. He being sucked into the ground. As Dabi said, what the hell? As he tried to throw fire, but that's not really helping anything. He being sucked into the ground. As Izuku said, now, don't fight it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm trying to become a hero, of course. And after that, Twice come from behind and said, don't worry, Dabi, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna run away from here. As after that, Twice just making a clown of Dabi. Immediately, Dabi, the clown, throwing fire at Izuku. Izuku jumping into the left, dodging the attack, giving Dabi a chance to come out of the moving sand. After that, Izuku said, damn it, you're actually quite good. As he immediately just crushed the clone of Dabi. After that, Twice jumped by the side of Dabi and said, we need to run away from here. Let's continue fighting. Shut up, Twice. At least let us get one of them. Where is Mr. Compress when you need it? As Mr. Compress said, I am here right now, Dabi. Don't worry, I got the first one. As after that, Mr. Compress just holding a marble, and Izuku said, what is this? As Mr. Compress said, oh, it's nothing. Anyways, you must be Izuku Midoriya. Nice to meet you. As he just lifting his hand up, and Dabi said, great. Kuriguri, as he just calling Kuriguri, saying, open a portal. And after that, a purple portal opened behind their backs. And Izuku said, oh no, you're not running away. As Kuriguri just come out of the portal and start teleporting the Izuku away from there, teleporting him up in the sky. As Izuku start falling from the sky, seeing Dabi going into the portal with Mr. Compress and everyone else. As he said, no, I'm not leaving you. As he just make a wall of stone in front of them. Dabi said, he's getting annoying. And after that, he just look up in the sky and immediately throw a wave of flames at Izuku. Izuku not being able to cut any rocks in his way, and he doesn't even have any possible way to defend himself. He just said, "Oh, this will gonna be hard, but I need to take it." Or wait a second. As after that, Izuku, immediately remembering that he still have three balls of metal in his pockets, and said, I wish this was gonna work. And immediately after that, he just melt the little three balls of metal while he's still falling from the sky, and the flames of Dabi are going at him. After that, Izuku immediately turning the three balls into like a little shield protecting himself, but it wasn't enough. It's kinda he got a lot of burns on his body, but at least he survived by using that shield. In the end, Dabi and everyone else left the place, and Izuku right now on the ground saying, "Damn it, that was hot." Midoriya, where are you? As Izuku looking behind, he see Aizawa as he said, "Aizawa, what's happened?" "They run away. I'm sorry." As Aizawa said, "They got Bakugo." As Izuku eyes whiting and said, "What? They got Bakugo? We need to go save him." As Izuku tried to stand up, but he immediately fell on the ground. Aizawa said, "Come on, you're so injured. We need to take you into the infirmary now, or into a hospital. Don't worry, the heroes and police are coming in." As Izuku said, "I can't stop yet. I need to go after them." "Shut up, Midoriya. Bakugo is gone. We need to go back into the training camp with everyone else, and after that we gonna plan to get Bakugo back. Now, just let me take you." As Izuku said, "Fine." And after that, Aizawa just taken Izuku back into the training camp, and this one got left off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.